Okay, bros. For once, let's talk for real, okay? Everything I'll be telling you is real talk, okay? And I'm only going to record this once to show like my raw opinion and the feelings about this issue that I have been preparing for 4, 5 months now. The sole reason why I started doing this VTuber thingy, I would have done this with my IRL, like my real face and my real name to add more credibility to it. But I am not doing that in respect to other VTubers and to possibly protect their identities. But I started joining this oversaturated circus of VTubing, and I have to talk about it right now. And okay, I started joining this oversaturated circus of VTubing to have a right to talk about this issue. In case anyone will tell me that I don't know shit because I haven't experienced it, well, fuck you, and I am the proof myself. Alright, I have issues with the local VTuber community. It even extends to the greater Western audience and the greater English speaking VTuber community with all of the hate and all of the political bullshit that they're pushing onto everyone right now. I don't know where to start, but most of my beef is with all of these VTubers, quote unquote, VTubers with no content. I've been away for almost a month, maybe 3 weeks now, but that's because I've been real busy with real life and making this video. And I have content, okay? Even though I release once a week during my regular schedule, the point is that there are VTubers that have zero content. They've been on the platform for months and not even a single introduction video. So the point is that these VTubers with zero content go around asking for subs, asking for subscriptions. You go to their channel, they have 200 subscriptions. Content zero. I currently have around 100 subs, 107 maybe, but my issue is not because I have less. I tried to reach 100 subscribers so that I could at least be a little bit credible, okay? And these 100 subs are not begged. I worked for these, okay? I released the content first week that I appeared on the community. But these people go around groups, profiles, private messages, every single SNS in existence, Twitter, Facebook, and beg for subs. And I know it's annoying, but I think it's fine if people actually deliver. And I ain't got a problem with people promoting themselves. I actually appreciate the effort. But my problem is when these people are lying. It's that they're telling their potential viewers that they will be doing stuff, but not doing anything at all. And the root is that these people just actually want a free ride to feed their egos. They're joining this actual bandwagon of real content creators, slap the VTuber name into their own, and feed, okay, slap the VTuber name into their own and feel like they're one of them. Some of these people even graduate without even doing anything. And I am not going to name people, but I know a lot. In the course of 5 months, maybe more, before I even started becoming a VTuber myself, I know people that have been doing this for months, zero content. And bro, you haven't done a single thing. You're not even part of any agency or group. Where are you graduating from? Where are you graduating from? And what have you accomplished to graduate? Quote unquote, graduate. These people only make like a free Vroid model, free Android app, screenshot some poses they did with their models, and make avatars on Picrew, and then make an SNS account. And then they're done. And then they go around talking to other VTubers, talking to other people, like in their high horse, like I'm a VTuber. But no, they haven't worked for a single piece of acknowledgement that the name the name they carry has. But I mean, some people even post things that are overflowing of entitlement, like just because they're VTubers, they like I need oh no, I'm streaming, but I only have 3 viewers. This is unfair. You can feel the entitlement in their words. It's like the people owe them because VTubers are a big thing. It's like they think that they're gonna instantly become big themselves. That's just plain entitlement. And these people are just role players. It gave them a legal reason to play a character online. I made a point of doing all of my art by myself. I have zero digital art experience and I did everything by myself. I learned live 2D rigging for my avatar. I have some background in audio and OBS because I worked a bit on event organizing and some audio stuff, but those are easily learned. I did these because these people have excuses like I have no experience or I don't know how to draw or I don't have hardware, I don't have time, I don't have money to pay for my avatar, and I'm the fucking proof. I built everything by myself from the ground up, and you have no excuse to not have anything to present. About hardware, I run an i3 laptop with 4 gigabytes RAM. I recently upgraded to 12 gigabytes, but I made most of my videos and did streaming with 4 gigabytes of RAM. That's hella underpowered for people who don't know stuff. But I released a handful of videos, and I used prepaid broadband internet. And if you don't have a machine to do basic things, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but it's impossible. And it's not the world's fault. Maybe it's the world's fault, but I'm sorry, but you can't do any of these without a decent machine, at least a good phone, maybe. But and people also say they have no time. I know a literal doctor, a real doctor IRL, who is also a VTuber. You might be familiar with them. So you have no excuse for that, especially knowing how hectic medical institutions are right now because of COVID. They still stream regularly. And speaking of agencies, I talked about agencies earlier. A good load of these agencies in all media, all communities, are fucking traitors. Join our agency. What do you get? Fucking nothing. Thank you for your hard work and bring up the name of our brand for free. Fucking Hololive wannabes. I have seen a few good agencies, okay, with actual benefits. They provide their talents with their avatars, art, support, and that's good. I mean, I understand that even these agencies sometimes don't have money, and I think it's fine as long as they're actually delivering what they're promising and they're not leeching off the hard work of their talents. What I'm talking about here are agencies or groups that offer nothing, puts you on a leash, and limits your creativity and expects you to do things for them. I know this firsthand. Not in VTubing, but in the old tighter idol community in the Philippines. A certain group told me and a few other people, my group mates, and even a few sizable names in the community, uh, some that are already pretty famous before they joined the group. So that a few people with a sizable name in the community before joining the group, and they rode the popularity of that person. I pretty sizable in the community then, but not as a talent. But yeah, I had a name in the community then, so they also kind of used that. And and that group promised that they'll handle the mixing, tech support, publicity, editing, etc. And I didn't expect payment. I understand. It's just a bunch of hobbyists, and it sounded promising. They were very passionate about the project themselves, and we also want to help them. And I'm happy that they want to help us. But our supposed director, during one certain event, fucking ghosted us. Zero communications, zero support, and we shelled out money from our own pockets, took dozens of hours of my time. I personally managed the group during those days that the event happened. It was a fucking disaster. I am still friends with a few members of my do we call this? A few members in the group. I'm still good friends with them, but we are united with our rage against our old management. And back to VTubing is the exact same thing that is happening to some agencies. You make your own avatar, you provide your own gear, your own page publicity, and add your name to their agency to leech off your hard work. And uh, I haven't joined any of these, but I know how some of these work. I know some that are actually helping their talents, and that's good. But some of these people are just opportunists and power trippers. And one thing about the community too is fans and some interactions is pretty toxic, although that's kind of inevitable. Uh, just recently, I'm sorry to have to touch on this. Maybe uh, I'm not sure if it's too sensitive for some people, but uh, Macaron just announced that she will be halting her activities, and I am genuinely saddened by the news because I know how she works. I've seen how good she is in playing her character and how consistent her content is. I mean, of course, it wouldn't be on par with the big names, but she is good at what she does. And according to the post that I've seen and the information that I have, she quit because of toxicity and a few jealous people, possibly one of these quote unquote VTubers. I am not sure. Or maybe it's a senpai. I had some experience with a senpai in the community too, where I made a meme, but somehow they got angry about it. I did. I am not. I am not disregarding people's efforts here, okay? I respect the good people of this community. I respect those who work hard for what they have. And she was actually one of those people that I respected for that. But I did not disregard her her hard work because of that meme. It's just that, come on, it's a truth. We all know that. I'm a fan myself. I know what I like. I have the numbers on my side. Anyway, back to the toxicity of the community. Apparently, Macaron needed to stop activities because of a certain toxic individual, which kind of threatened her identity as well, which sucks because if it's another VTuber, quote unquote VTuber, it's probably because of this entitlement that they have again. Oh, I'm actually pretty angry right now. And this part is, I didn't write this part anyway because it's pretty recent news. But okay, now about the people now. I kind of don't understand the hate on Lele. And I've seen her when she started. And here are some of the valid, what do we call this? The valid problems that people have with her. So first, it was allegedly she what do we call this? She promoted stolen art, which I condone. But as I have touched on my recent video, it's kind of not illegal. It's in a pretty gray area. So, but apparently this news is not true, and she didn't say anything about what we call this, about promoting stealing art. And also, it's not her fault if her fans steal art. The problem is if she's promoting it, but apparently that's not true. I am not very sure about this information. And another thing that people hate for her is her voice. Come on. Squeaky anime girl, don't tell me you don't listen to that. It's only just because it's in Tagalog, that's why you hate it. And another problem is that, what was that? Hmm, uh, yeah, she was posting art of her with Hololive members, calling them senpai, which, okay, I think, okay, pretty cringy, quite valid, but it's not that bad. But aside from that, people just hate on her because okay, people say that she's like an e-girl. Okay, your preferences on what we call this preferences on what content you consume is all up to you. It's understandable if you don't like that. It's just that I think it's still unfair for people to try and bring her down for apparently wrong information and for just for for the lulz. Some people don't even know why people hate her, but end up hating her. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if she has more violations, but personally I respect her. Personally, I think that she's brilliant when it comes to selling herself and how she what do you call this? And how she manages her audience. It's actually pretty genius getting to where she is right now in such a short amount of time. Okay, what else do I have? But yeah, TLDR, I hate these quote-unquote VTubers that don't have content, and also agencies who leech off the work of other people, and the toxicity in the community. I hope that we can fix that, and please don't take this the wrong way, okay? If you're a VTuber that canceled your debut for weeks, months, don't have content yet, don't take this like an attack on you, okay? Although it kind of is. If you're not guilty of what I have been talking about and you actually do plan on making content, I'll wait for you. I am looking forward to seeing you. I am looking forward to growing with you. And take this as a challenge, okay? Take this not as me shitting on everyone else. Take this as a challenge. I, who have a shit machine, shit internet, I don't have much time, and me, who have zero help, zero experience with art, did all of this by myself. And it's not impossible for you. You can do it. Use this as an inspiration. And I think that's it. I had to get this off my chest. I have been wanting to address these issues for the past 5 months or so. And now I think I have the proper credentials to talk about these. That's why I started all of this. I don't know if I'm gonna continue making videos or continue streaming, but I think it's pretty fun. I actually planned on quitting after making this, but it's pretty fun. I might actually stick around, but I can't promise consistency. And thank you very much for peeping, and I hope you actually uh, took some knowledge of this rant. Goodbye.